over the hands catch, and that's essentially what you want to have. But Brian's going to be running in areas where guys like Chris are coming to really lay some heavy contact on him. So what Brian's going to want to do in some cases is that when the ball comes in, he wants to bring the ball and more or less absorb it into his body. He doesn't necessarily have to catch it away from his body. He wants to gather the ball into his body and allow Chris to initiate the contact with the ball already secure. Whereas if he leaves himself out, Chris can really get into his rib areas, hit the hands and arms, and this is where you see a lot of incomplete passes. So what we'll do is go ahead and we'll run about a 5-yard stop right in front of Chris. Chris, go ahead and backpedal a little bit. Set, hike. And Brian's going to anticipate and get it right into his body. Go ahead and this time we'll sit and turn. Just like you're doing the sit route, sit and turn and face and gather it in. Set, hike. Now this can also work, Chris, if you'd slide over to a linebacker spot. Brian may realize that the second he catches the ball, Chris is going to slide over and really let him have it. So go ahead, set, hike. He's going to bring it into the body. Now in a lot of instances, Brian may necessarily have to leave his feet. And he's really going to want to jump up and absorb the ball into his body. And that way, the second that contact comes, it's a very precise game, and the timing is everything. You don't necessarily need to run it. But this is where the timing comes into play, because even though he's on a timing pattern, so is the defensive back. And once they recognize what he's doing and that the ball's in the air, they're moving in on him. So he's only got a split second. So let's go ahead and run it. Set, hike. And really get into the body. And what he's displaying as well is the double arm tuck.